Welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
Before we begin here, let me say a quick prayer for all the boys out there. Father Lord, protect us from ever meeting a way in the bed in our life. Amen.
Oh yeah, amen. Amen to that. Amen. And if you ever do, don't be a marty.
Don't be a marty. If you do, don't be a marty and stick with her. And for God knows what good reason.
I mean,
He probably has an end goal. You don't know.
yeah.
Anyway, so spoilers ahead, like really big major spoilers ahead for the OZARKs. So if you haven't watched OZARK's period, just go watch it and then come back and watch the video.
All right, major spoiler: Ruth dies in it.
Wow, that's how we're starting.
Ruth dies in it, and it makes no logical sense. Why? Like, I felt like the right time to entirely selected Ruth because everybody was like, see that thing?
No,
like everybody's heart is in it. So
I feel like this was low-key one error they should have predicted.
Error.
Like of the pharmacist, pharmacist selling out Ruth to protect herself.
The pharmacist is not hard at all. She's not hard.
Yeah, she's not built for
in
this.
In the beginning, she was behaving like she's hard, and she was moving around with that head, man.
No, she was like pretending not to know what these guys are really dealing with. Yeah. That's what it looked like.
You know, let me be honest with you. The whole deal they have with the pharmacist up to now, I don't know what it's about.
No, they used is it cocaine? The cartel does with cocaine, right? Yeah, so they use the cocaine. The pharmacist uses the cocaine to manufacture some drugs for pharmaceutical purposes, for research and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, so they actually need it.
So they have a legal use for cocaine. So they found a way to so they actually need a supply.
It's so weird,
and they have to prove that it is a legitimate.
It's so weird.
What?
Cocaine actually comes from plants. Weed comes from plants.
Almost every drug comes from plants. Mushrooms. Yeah. So
it's into mind blowing. It's into so weird. Like, you legit get high and it's from a plant. Vegans, I don't know what you people be talking about. Plants are safe. Oh, it's healthy. Some plants. It's so weird. It makes. But I'm just saying it because if you think about it,
I could buy each plot of land, right? And then build a mansion, and then the rest of it, I'd be like, you know what? I grow some cocaine crops here, weed, some mushrooms here.
Weed is a
grow.
Weed is a business that I feel like
all for myself.
I feel like weed is needed. Like, no, I'm not saying do weed. If you have land, you're not using for nothing, just grow weed. People don't believe weed is a drug because they say it's not a drug, but just like alcohol, it's addictive. People don't know alcohol is addictive because they don't realize that.
No, alcohol is addictive. People know alcohol is addictive.
They don't realize that.
And this is the funny thing. Alcohol is legal, weed isn't, but alcohol kills more than weed does.
Legal. Oh no, in most countries, weed is not legal.
Not in every country, but in most countries, alcohol is legal.
Yeah,
right.
All countries
and alcohol actually kills more than weed does.
And people don't realize how dependent they are on alcohol. They can't go out without alcohol. They can't have fun without alcohol.
It's one of the reasons why I'm so glad that I'm not really into alcohol like that.
I started at a young age, so I've given up on it. Like sick them.
Like I've taken it a few times. I've gotten drunk one time.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I'll be there. I'll be like, I should go get some drink.
So to me, I feel like if you have a plot, just get some weed. Honestly, just build it. It's illegal, but
find a connect to sell it and all that stuff.
All right, let's get to OZARK. Like I said, Ruth dies.
Did you notice that the cats that Ruth's uncle bought in season 1, those weird, rare, endangered species cats, that Ruth released in season 4, you saw them. She saw them.
Where?
There was one time she was driving from, I think, the pharmaceutical building where they were to meet, and Marty was meeting with the Harvey and the pharmacist chick. It was in the evening, and then she looked in the side mirror, and then she saw the cats crossing the road.
You see?
Yeah.
I don't think I paid attention around that time.
I was like, yo, I remember this cats from season 1.
Alright, consistency. Come on.
Hey, yo, the Ruth. Like, let me find her real name. But like, the girl who plays Ruth. Yo, you deserve all the praise and all the adoration you get. Your acting is just peak. Like the Ruth girl, she's my favorite character. She is.
That's what they
the way she can.
She's called. Her name is actually easy to pronounce, unlike most of them. Julia Garner or whatever it is.
It's Julia Garner.
Yeah, Garner.
Oh wow, she really looks very, very different.
Yeah.
Wait,
let me see if she's American. Yeah, she's American.
But yeah, Julia, Julia. You are one underrated actress. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually,
you are one underrated.
I'm praying
actress.
we see more works, like in a lot of other things. Because if this is the end of OZARK, I don't. That's I
don't want this to be the end of OZARK because Charlie, you'll just that's a terrible end for her character.
It's a very messy
like she was finally getting everything she deserved.
No,
and then she just
the end. I just saw right here. OZARK, Julia Garner and me saying goodbye was really hard after wrapping up final season.
Yeah. Innit? And they ended it like that. Like shit. Interesting.
I don't know what they were doing, bro. I guess you can't please everybody. We are part of the team. Please on this thing, bro. What are you doing?
You know when Ruth killed Harvey?
Javi though.
I didn't.
Into Javi.
That's the spelling, but they pronounce Harvey.
Okay.
It's the way Mexicans pronounce Mexico as Mexico.
Yeah. Bless.
I didn't really think she'd go through with it.
Me too. Throughout the time,
I was thinking Monty was talking out of it somehow.
No, I was thinking when the guy comes, she'll be hiding and she realized that.
She'll be hiding and be like, nah. And the guy came,
one of the hardest moments ever, bro.
I was like,
not one shot.
Yeah. Finally, she's making use of all the Nas and the Biggie albums she's been listening to. Like it's finally manifesting,
bro. It was so hard. It was so hard.
Her music taste too is it's very solid.
Ruth, the character is we have a crush on Ruth, the character, and the person who played it is pretty.
Right, yeah,
that's a plus.
You know the part where I trusted the most. Part where she finally met the FBI and she told them
to apologize.
Your former partner fucked my friend, so she has to apologize. They have to apologize before we go any further with this deal.
So this movie has made me a little bit sad on everything going on in the world.
Which movie?
OZARK.
I'm
seeing like but what they need the cartel for?
You do know that the CIA aids in a lot of governments being overthrown or something.
I don't mind all of that. I'm just saying, what do they need?
So I would be surprised if the FBI is also dealing in this stuff like this.
Yeah, but what they need it for? They need the money? Do they need the transactions? Do they need what they need it for?
I have a theory that they want to make it look like they have things in order and that they are really...
They want to make sure they're in control of everything. Nothing goes out of their hand.
Like, yes, they are on track to really getting the bad guys. Meanwhile, they are the bad guys.
You're not the bad guys. You're just not stopping the bad guys. Which is... I was thinking, like, why would the FBI support? What's their gain from it? I kept listening.
And to the point where they were like, you guys should be claiming money for the FBI. I was like, how did you get to this? How did you get to claiming money for laundering money for the FBI?
See, that's I've come to the conclusion that in reality everything goes on as it should. It's just that, should I say it like this? I feel like this is my brother's theory. My brother says cocaine is only illegal just so its value will go high. Like so its value is going so high that a single gram or whatever it is so expensive.
That makes sense. I think that's how it was with alcohol, right?
It was?
I think during Scarface's era.
I don't know. All I know is
because during Scarface's era, alcohol was illegal, and they had to. Even during the early 1912, before Queen Elizabeth's time, it was illegal.
Alcohol.
Yeah, in
but
Europe.
At that time, cocaine was very normal, though.
In Europe,
I don't know. If we time travel, reality is gonna be so different from what you picture it. You go and everybody's high. In the 90s, looking at you like, yo, why are you so...
You know, right now, I don't know if it's in one of the Arab countries, right? They have this thing,
Tobacco?
this drug they take where they capture a scorpion and then they burn it and then they inhale the smoke. And then the high lasts for 12 hours. So you be there 12 hours.
Half of your day.
So 12 hours, you just be there like...
Half of your day.
Your eyes are wide open, but you can't move. Like half of your day is gone on being high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Reality, the whole thing.
I don't know. People get high from like the weirdest shit.
No, you can. I believe you can get high from a lot of things. It's just high.
For all you know, snake venom can even make you this.
It's just high. Is basically you are taking a substance that is giving you some sort of chemical release, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So there should be so many ways you should. It's just like, is it healthy enough? Is it actually healthy enough for you to go through all of this? But yeah, you back to it. Ruth dies. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
it has no relevancy to the story. Nobody knows why she dies.
I don't
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also suspecting she could be alive, but like the way the whole thing just ended,
They ended it so badly. They ended it like
it's not good. It's not a very good.
How do you wrap up a season like this?
For Ruth's character, it's bad. I don't know. I guess it's one of those problems where the series is so good, you don't know how to end it.
No.
On a very satisfying note for every single person.
No. Let's take Ruth out because it's clear everybody is not happy with it. Their family itself. Now they've managed to get solved. Everything they're doing now is legal. The cartel has to deal with the FBI. All that is good, but they are still never safe because they were there when the son was there. You see, there's so many.
But no, the fact that they didn't do it kind of spares them because they know exactly. Once they know exactly who put the trigger, and then the person has been. They don't care. They don't really care if you were there and you saw it or something.
Bro.
Okay, they do care more, but like in this case, they don't.
The Dragulot has been through it, bro. He's been through
it.
Navarro. Oh, yeah, Navarro. He's been through it. He's been through it. Then again, the part where I really feared that guy was the end of season 3. When he killed Helen.
Helen
was kind of cute though.
Kind of, yeah. She was kind of cute. The way she looked like a real boss lady. Helen was a boss.
Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, no one saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming.
We thought like she had become like the ultimate right hand man of Navarro.
Only for us
he got
realize,
there and then
I realized in season 4 that the Navarro system.
And then season 4 beginning, you can see Marty and Wendy, they were washing her brain cells off their hair and shit.
Let me just say, I realized season 4 that Navarro was never in charge of his cartel like he thought. His every move was backed by Marty and his family. Like basically, if he takes Marty out of the equation, his cartel will never be the same.
Yeah, if you really think about it, if Marty and Wendy died, this guy would have lost pretty much everything.
Wendy just came in the scenario. If Wendy is out, Marty can still do his job as
he's the main.
If Marty leaves, Wendy is always going to be hot because she makes enemies more than friends. She makes a lot of enemies. Like we are saying. Look, Wendy, we've seen her since season 2 when she started to get involved with Nate because she was bored at home. That was the truth. She was bored at home.
Season 2 ending.
Season 2 ending, yeah.
The part where she screwed up their escape plan.
She did it on purpose, didn't it?
Yeah. She wanted to stay and expand or some shit like that and
because she had to feel alive.
Oh, it was so bad. The way the man looked, the part where at the end when they were taking pictures and the woman was like, "I love you," and then the way Martin looked at her like.
Yeah, well,
you make serious right now.
When the bird is a whole different being, bro. I'm saying
when the bird is just oh my god. I pray I do not run into a Wendy bird.
I believe she was bored. Honestly, if you have a housewife, if you have,
was she a housewife?
She was
before all this.
Yeah. If you are married and you want a housewife, give her a competitive sport to put her energy somewhere, whether it's tennis, rock climbing or something. Because if your wife is bored at home, bro, she will do something fun for herself. Honestly, be it woman or man, because honestly,
cheating,
bro. Because she was just there and she has so much. She kept saying she has so much talent, she has so much skill. She's known for doing this kind of things. Now she's just there wondering, oh, like, is this her life? So she needed that edge, she needed that take off, and this drag thing gave it to her, and she got very ambitious with it. She wanted to take control, she wanted to prove herself, she wanted to be the best at it, trying to take over from Marty, trying to run the whole thing to the point
she wanted to be in control of every single thing.
She wanted to be in control of everything. She
knew how to manipulate her husband, her children. She was everything. So manipulative,
It was so bad that everybody tried to see in season 4. They kept asking Marty, is it Wendy or is you? Is it Wendy
or is you? Like, who is really in control of this?
Wendy?
Is it Wendy or is you? Or you're just following whatever it is?
Whenever it sounds sus, it sounds bad, Wendy is the one behind it. Because
Wendy, I can say at this point, I can confidently say Wendy's a villain.
Yeah. No.
It's not even Navarro. It's not even Harvey's mom or Harvey. Harvey was a fucking problem. He needed to go. No one did.
Yeah, I don't think villain. Wendy is more of a parasite. Like villain is like they have to fight
cancer.
Yes, she's a cancer. She's a cancer to them because
not the zodiac. So, but I'm talking about the sickness cancer.
Because the more she grows, the more she harms them. And
like I really have to emphasize not the zodiac.
Oh yeah,
people really take the zodiac thing way too seriously. It's not even a joke.
Well, good for them.
I wonder for them.
But my point is, every time she wanted more.
She always there was no limit to how much she wanted, how far she's willing to go, how far she's willing to screw up.
anybody
her
and
husband's
everybody.
plans,
And the
and
husband,
they're supposed to work together. Like, oh god, yo.
yeah.
You know, one of the parts where I realized this one is unhinged. Aside from the part where she slammed her head against the inside the car, when she slammed her head against the car, the part where her father came and kind of won custody over the kids to take them away, and then she was crying in front of the court and everything, begging him and everything, and the father was like, stop humiliating yourself and everything. And then the next day when they're talking about it,
she said, I didn't mean
he was like, you were embarrassing yourself or whatever, and she was like, oh no, I did it to embarrass you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I thought this woman was genuinely feeling bad for losing her kid.
You see, honestly, I feel like what you're saying is true. She has the pulse to control everything. The fact she was losing her children wasn't because she wanted her children. She just wanted,
she was
losing grasp of life.
Yeah. She was just manipulating the
She wanted everything to be in her hands. Yeah.
Like, yo.
It's like that. And like I'm saying,
you know the stupid thing, the part where she said, she admitted the reason why she kept Ben around was just to annoy Marty and also to like be in control of everything. And at the end, Ben died.
Yeah.
And she basically had to kill her own brother for her own narcissism and foolishness.